Number 318 in the Imprint series is The Man Who Haunted Himself. Now, I had this movie mixed up with another one in my memory, so sitting down to watching this one, very early on I realised I was watching something I hadn't seen before, and something that was wonderful. Roger Moore is so enigmatic in this one. He plays Harold Pelham, a businessman. At the start you can tell he has got a dangerous side. He is speeding through traffic for no reason other than the thrill of doing this, weaving in and out of cars, pushing the car to its limits, just an adrenaline freak until he gets into an accident. And then you see him on the operating theatre as he flatlines. Then suddenly, beep, 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 he comes back from the dead. Harold's not quite right after that. There's something just wrong with his life. As he moves into his business world, into his dealings, he seems to lose pockets of time. He seems to not recollect various conversations that he's had, interactions that he's had, supposed meetings he can't recall. There are days where things have happened and he is positive he wasn't involved, and he starts to think that someone is impersonating him, taking over his life, pushing him to the brink of madness.
They are not lies.
If you want to go out gambling and womanizing on your own, why don't you say so?
Because I don't and I didn't.
Don't shout to wake the children.
I don't want to go too much further in The Man Who Haunted Himself because it is simply wonderful. Everything about it is fantastic. This driving mystery at the heart of it leads you down a path of, I know where it's going to go, but there is some real surprises within this. Now, Roger Moore himself is fantastic when he has that enigmatic charm that is just winning people over, is fantastic. But when he moves into the more crazed, panicky, unsure what's going on, that disturbing nature he has, he's equally as brilliant there as well. It's a terrific performance from this character, and I love it.
And I want to know what's behind all this.
And I suppose you didn't sleep with me either.
But everything about this one, and what I would love to talk about, I can't talk about because it's just not fair. You need to check out this movie and see how fantastic it is for itself. At 88 minutes, it zips by. This is before he became Bond, and it's easy to see why after this. He cuts such a great performance here. He truly is. He's in almost every sequence. He is the driving force. And it's just, it's wonderful.
I thought we understood each other, you and I.
Understood. What are you getting at?
Do I have to remind you of our previous conversations? 3 in all?
There are good few supporting actors in this one as well. Lots of familiar faces. I was particularly interested in the relationship he has with his wife, and it feels as if it is a almost toxic relationship at points, but there is a deep-seated love there, a codependence almost. They like what each other brings to the table, but they don't really like each other all the time, and they find each other exasperating quite a lot, which I kind of like, this codependent nature of we're better together than we are apart, but when we're together, well, we're not always going to go on with each other. And there's some wonderful interactions between their relationships, and I really liked it. I also liked the way he carried himself in the business world. Harold was a strong-minded, shrewd businessman who knew how to push people, and he wasn't afraid to do something that wasn't entirely above board. He's willing to corner people, mild blackmail, bully, cajole, scream and shout. He will use whatever tactic will work best for him in the business world. There's so much things going on in The Man Who Haunted Himself that's just wonderful. But the driving heart of this one is the mystery and that amazing performance by Moore himself. I want to tell you more. I will not, because you have to check it out. The Man Who Haunted Himself is an essential movie to pick up. Wonderful, just wonderful. If you have seen it and you're going to talk about any of the spoilery aspects, please put spoiler notes on it, but drop a comment below so we can kind of talk about this one. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, are links to Patreon, membership program, and themanvfilm.com always, and make sure you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.